Welcome back, everyone. We are live and going straight into the map bans. We're going to see what it is that these guys picked. I'm excited to see it. We're against Boise State.
I know that'll be
Solid
a good one.
competition. So I'm definitely excited. Let's see what maps we are going to be picking out. It is Haven, Bind, and Abyss. Some very solid map choices, if
Hmm.
I do say so myself.
Also, very common ones. I feel
Yep.
like we've seen this a lot. The last time that I watched them play Boise State was a while ago. It was in like October. Was that the last time they played them, or had they played them more recently?
I don't remember them playing. It was a while ago,
Hmm.
probably towards that like early mids first semester.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I think they lost 0-2. So this will be a good one. Let's see if they
Yep.
can, get that back.
Yep. Well,
But
our team definitely has shown a lot of improvement
hmm
since then. You've seen the chemistry develop over time. You've seen them figuring things out both individually and as a team. And more importantly, we've seen how much better Lemur has become
oh yeah.
within this team. Putting up so many impressive performances, especially towards the end of that last semester before coming into the break. And then when he came back, started where he left off. He
Yeah,
is
totally.
he is
So
definitely a great weapon for this team, and they are probably looking to use that to their advantage.
I completely agree. Yeah, the team, their chemistry has evolved so much. It's just really been really great to watch them. The how they changed in their play style is I don't know. It's been crazy. I just remember like the first game I watched them play, and it was a little rough. I remember the notorious bind incident. I know we bring it up so much, but it's just so like it's a good thing to go back to because it was so rough, and we know like we'll watch them play bind today, and it's just gonna be a world's difference. So.
Yep, Bind is definitely a great example of how much they've developed as a
Mhm.
team to show that even though that was their probably their least comfortable map
Mhm.
choice, they're still confident enough to leave it on the board, and it looks like it's going to be picked up first um, by Boise State. So Haven is Michigan State's choice.
Mhm.
Bind is going to be Boise State's, and Abyss going to be the decider. And I don't know. I think this is also a very neutral pick
Mhm.
for both these teams, especially since we see Michigan State side. Haven is a map that they're usually relatively strong on. We saw that they
Mhm.
struggled a little bit last week, but Bind is definitely the question mark. We've seen
Mhm.
great performances. We've seen not so great instances, and we're looking to see what happens now.
For sure. I completely agree. And then yeah, Abyss, I feel like Michigan State's played really well in Abyss. I feel like they've had really close calls before. Like it's definitely been a map where it's been almost overtime, been in overtime, or they've lost like really bad. I don't think there's been a good solid Abyss map. I think it's a little bit more on edge, which makes sense why it's a third pick. But
Definitely. I'm also getting excited for this Friday where Michigan State's going to be putting up a match against the University of Michigan in
mm,
basketball.
oh yeah.
I don't know if there's a living soul on this campus who isn't excited at least for, something related to that matchup.
Do you have any predictions? Do you think the Spartans will come through?
Well, we did have a rough performance last night against Rutgers,
Oh, I
which
saw.
definitely was a little bit of a disappointing performance. But at the same time, our strength came in our defense, our strength came in our rebounding, and I think that all will always remain true. And I think that's going to translate over against Michigan extremely well. So maybe a little biased. I think we're going to win.
I hope so. I really hope so. I think it'd be great, but yeah, we're the tougher team. So,
Yep. Michigan State, in an era of offense, has posed one of the all-time greatest college defenses, um, really ever. I think they're putting up a huge defensive performance comparatively to the rest of the league, holding almost every team down to below 70 points.
yeah, I have not watched too much basketball, so I can't say too
Fair
much.
enough.
But I know that we're good, and I know that the zone scares me a little bit, but
Well, if it scares you, imagine what it does to the enemy
oh
team,
yeah, I completely agree. I
right?
think they were rated the number one
They
student
are
section,
one of
so
they are one of, if not the loudest and most atmospheric student
mhm.
sections in the country, and I think it's comparative to Duke, so which is one, the top school in
Mhm.
basketball right now. So
So,
to the Spartans, make sure to be go if you're going to the game, make sure to be loud, make sure to support as much as you can. Um,
yeah, are you going?
It's so expensive.
Yeah, it's like $130 for a ticket. That's what I've seen so far. So, and for like
Unfortunately,
Upper
not for
Bowl
me.
too.
Yep.
So,
But I'm gonna be watching on TV.
mhm,
So I think we're just waiting on all the players to load in to production. Can we get a status check on the game? We're waiting on Boise's production team. I say production diff.
yeah. So maybe that's a good sign. Good sign how
Yeah.
the match will go. So,
Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And I think this is something that we didn't really talk about much last week, but and Breeze's addition back. I mentioned it to
mhm,
you earlier, but
yeah,
they made a full rework of the map. The biggest thing and the one that basically everyone wanted was they removed halls. I think everyone knew that halls
mhm,
was kind of broken.
yeah,
But they added a lot of different angles. They added and they more importantly they removed a lot of things that made that map so open, and they're trying to make it a little just a little bit more
mhm,
narrow and promoting a lot more controller play. So control double controller has been pretty much the meta on that map. Most teams are running a Viper Astra on that
mm,
map,
I can see that.
which reminiscent of that meta a couple years ago. But yeah, so we're looking at a lot of different angles that are being put in, a lot of less of the jump ups or op lines, and it's definitely very non control or senti heavy anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Like
remember Killjoy being like, Killjoy and Cypher were the two biggest
Killjoy,
picks.
Cypher, Chamber's still pretty good, but not nearly as good. But
Mhm.
looks like we're getting right into Haven, so we're gonna see what these two teams put together. It looks like we're going to get the Viper Killjoy coming in from Boise State. That has been a modern staple coming in uh, that a lot of teams have been pulling together. But we see a Clove, a little more brawl,
Mhm.
wants more firepower. Master pulling out Clove instead of Omen. And Michigan State, I think, going to pull out the same comp they pulled out last week, which is going to be that double duelist. Lemur moving towards that Yoru most likely.
Mm. Yeah, makes sense.
Skies hovering rays might be a little bit rage bait. I think it is. Yes, it is. We get the jet comp. We haven't seen much jet recently in
Mm-mm.
VCT or any major level of Valorant. Um, with Waylay being so much more powerful recently, with being able to go in and recall back safely. Yeah, Jet has kind of fizzled out of the meta, which is something that Valorant really has been trying to do for 5 years and failed to do
Mhm.
miserably every time. So we're gonna see how this Jet, still a strong agent, but just outshadowed by Waylay, is going to perform for Boise State.
Alarm bot
You
out.
know, a duelist that is really not ever been meta. That they did a good job making that meta is Reyna.
Here.
Well,
You like never see her
you see her in
ever.
ranked games,
Yeah,
but
but
maybe
it
good to
made
keep it reserved since I mean, Tens used to run him.
yeah, but that's 10. So that's like the
And
exception.
he also was meta, or she was meta on Icebox right before it got removed
Oh,
because her
yeah,
blinds were
you're
really
right.
good. And it
I
looks
remember
like
that.
Michigan State going to start off right fast, going through mid into garage. 3 players on C side, however, so definitely something Michigan State has to worry about. Not seeing any action whatsoever. Gonna see one KOS taking a few shots, not gonna get any damage as Michigan State slowly work their way through garage. The flash gonna come through,
Watch
spots
out. Go, go, go.
scoliosis. Scolosis and KOS finds one. Lemur trades. Skies gets the
Spike
pick on
down. C.
Hiren. Lemur barely able to get his life, but he gets popped in midair. Slouch trying to fight his way through, and a timing by Kirasoto. 2v2, but are they aware of the flank? I don't think they are. The
Mm,
Sova Dart not gonna find any information, but not scanning still gives information regardless. The flank walk up, Michigan State not checking. Instead gonna try and push into CT. And Skelesis
Last player
oh
putting
man.
standing.
these
One
two
enemy
in a
remaining.
pinch.
30 seconds
Slouch
left.
able to find Daimyo. And now 1v1 Slouch, 25 HP. not able to land the headshot, and Skelesis, that's the name, Skelesis.
Skelesis. Yeah, no, it's kind of unfortunate for Michigan State. It seemed like Boise State kind of read that they were going to go there. They had 4 people on C, which isn't super common. You see it a little bit spread apart. So
I must
kind
kill
of
my
just
reflection.
an unfortunate round
It's
that
the
just kind of
only way
happens sometimes. But they played well, you know, really close shots. So just, you know, the play that
Yep.
got them.
Unfortunately, Boise State having a great read on Michigan State's game plan, where they're going to start and execute it properly. Almost, it was a close round, unfortunately. Slash couldn't land the headshot at the end, and he was too
The
low.
blank, they were just really not focusing on that at all, too. Which
Speaking of,
definitely
it looks
got
like Michigan State gonna force their way through. You see a lot of weapons, and specifically an outlaw full shield on Slouch. They're not messing around. And after an explosive start, they're gonna cut noise. Skelesis jump spots up tower, spots a little bit of information, and is gonna go back up just to dart. Nano gonna stall out a bit, but the walk onto site contact not being made. And Lemur holding the line, 1-for-1 trade on the outlaw shots, but the second one rings for Skies on 10 HP. It's gonna be a retake. Michigan State now in numbers disadvantage, trying to get something going for him. Slouch pushed up aggressively with a stinger, but now spotted out, has to fight his way through, can't. And it's going to be a lot of aggression, but it's Boise State coming out up. Now Kirisudo all alone, 1v4, finds one with the Sheriff, looking for more. There's a double swing, finds a second, but can't find a third. And Boise State win against the Michigan State force.
Team Ace.
Man, that's pretty unfortunate.
Retaining an Odin and an Outlaw. Powerful guns next round on this force save. We see a lot of Sheriffs. Michigan State likely hoping just to hit some lucky shots.
Yeah, I personally don't think that was the play. I don't think they should have bought there. Do you think that they should have bought?
Well, they were confident in themselves, and confidence,
It
maybe a little bit of
matters,
arrogance.
but
Maybe a bit of arrogance on that.
I will say I don't think that they expected somebody to buy an Odin second round. So, and that definitely did some damage. So I
Yep.
don't.
And Lemur unfortunately falling early with his Outlaw. Also put a damper in the plans. 3 players towards this mid B, finding too early. And gonna run down slowly. One, Hiron trying to connect another. Kirisudo
Spike
finds
down
one.
mid.
And now another 1v3 for him with the Sheriff only. Found a few last time. Can he find some more? Jump spot, gonna take a little bit of damage. Spike still down, and it's Skies getting a good timing with that Outlaw peak. And 3 consecutive rounds for Boise State. Not the best situation to start off as if you're the Spartans.
No, but this should be the round. You know, they should be able to get this one. Hopefully.
Definitely. If they don't, the economy for Boise State's going to start spiraling. They're going to start getting such an extended lead. So hopefully,
And
maybe.
I have a feeling that Skies on the other team is gonna pull out an op pretty soon too. So
Switch it up, just for fun. Placing sentry.
We got the lineup coming in. A second one as well. Kirisudo. 2 lineups, and it's going to be a full clear from Boise State. Looks like they're going to try and play retake on this site. See the Viper wall splitting the site open for the retake. Kirisudo finds the flank though. Sova drone, Owl drone not going to tag anything. You see the walkout from Masters, going to get caught by Slouch. Jiggle peeks with the Odin. Daimo finds Slouch. A wide swing, a logical gets taken out, but Hiron gets the trades, and Hiron with a 3K, giving Michigan State their first round, though an expensive one.
for sure, definitely a little risky there. I don't remember correctly, but was there another 4 people on C again? Was that a very heavy stacked site?
They decided to evacuate site early and play the retake. So they had 3 outside of C by the time the spike was being planted. But it was
Yeah.
just great discipline and great peaks as a team by Boise State to isolate
Completely
a lot of
agree.
picks, almost winning them the round.
Yeah, they do a great job of reading the situation and knowing exactly where to do, where to go with that. So
You see a logical going in fast. Trying to entry force team, stuns himself and is going to get 2 picks. Daimo and Sky finding both duelists from Michigan State. Slouch in heaven gets popped out trying to jump. And Kirisudo getting caught in a timing by Skelesis. All up to Hiron. Got a 3K last round, but asking for a little bit much. Looking to isolate some 1v1s, but not being given. Boise State just looking to contain and let Hiram make mistakes. The Master might be willing to give a little bit of contact. Though winning it is going to be Boise State.
yeah, the op came out. I was nervous about that, but it was bound to happen. Definitely put a stop on their rush, and there was also a lot of people A, just ready for them. Even if it was just 2, their impact was, just really kind of unfortunate for Michigan State. But they'll come back. It's this map is pretty defensive heavy, is it not? Or is it I never remember with Haven. Is it kind of even?
It depends. It really depends, honestly.
Yeah, I
But
feel like it can go both ways. So
Michigan State playing a comp that is very aggressive and attack-sided. However, Boise State doing the exact opposite with a defensive-heavy comp, so it really just depends on who knows their comp a little bit better. Though Lemur finding an opening pick in garage with a sheriff shot. And it looks like Michigan State wants to explore that a bit more, see if they can get their hands on that gun. Maybe a logical with the Bucky. Might be interested in that close range engagement. Gonna see garage clear. Did they spot out the operator, however, on platform? Well, it's gonna be spotted out by the clone. Able to get across and might be able to retrieve the gun as well. 3 players towards this area of garage holding different lanes. Last Boise State player just holding A with the long angle collected. You see Michigan State trying to take their time working this map, trying to pressure the C. Daimyo trying to hold on to the back of sight. Gets 3 with the spray from the Vandal. A 4th by KOS, and now Kirisudo. Classic in hand, tasked with finding something, but unfortunately.
that was a complete sheriff whiff from Slouch. That's so unfortunate. It's always a risk.
Glass cannon is what a sheriff can be. If you hit your shots, it is one of the best guns in the game for cheap.
If you miss them, though.
Yep. Well, 5-1 lead for Boise State. Feeling very confident on this Haven map.
Here.
On this defensive side especially. Michigan State needs to find the answer to some of this pressure, and it looks like Slouch is going to take a bit of a challenge against this off-posted in and off angle. Dash about to expire. Slouch just inserted in sewer while the rest of the team starts moving towards mid. And just the patience between these 2 players, both holding their positions, not breaking, not falling. But Slouch might be the first to give. No, Skies drops out of his high angle. I see Slouch still remaining patient. He spots out both with Lemur's ultimate, finds 3 on site. Now it's a question of can they get cleared out. Lemur taking control of the site, spraying down just a little bit of damage being exchanged through the smoke. But KOS spams out a logical and early pick, and now both using their lockdowns. Killjoys. Battle of contested spaces.
Oh,
And Lemur, what are we doing?
I don't think
What are we
that was
doing?
on purpose, but
somehow still remains unscathed. The flash is going high. It's gonna get 2, I believe, but that operator, Hiren finds 1. Skies gets taken out,
Oh man.
or takes out Hiren, and Slouch unable to do anything.
It's a bloodbath right there. Lots of ults came out there as Michigan State just used your resolve, but I don't think we've seen anything from their side yet, have we? I feel like I've seen Boise State use a good amount of ops so far. Oh, we just saw the Killjoy ult. What am I talking about? But yeah, the Killjoy ult came out there. The Clove ult came out there.
Definitely
Your
both
Killjoy
favoring
again.
Boise State. They have had a lot more opportunity to.
You see the Viper ult. You know, it looks like Viper might just be locking down C sites. What I'm guessing is gonna happen.
Won't be a bad idea, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Michigan State's gonna go right into it. But
And Skies with an early pick on the logical, just swinging out early. And now Master finds Lemur. Both duelists
Here.
once again being picked off so early in the round. Off shot on Slouch, just missed. And Skies trying to retreat. No, he's going to try and post back onto a line, trying to get more aggressive. Daimo finds one on Hiren.
Mid. One enemy remaining.
Slouch falls also to Daimo.
I double
And now
stand.
Kirisudo once again tasked to try and clutch and once again falls short.
yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a timeout coming out soon. I feel like Michigan State, like, it's very common just to see one person left against 3. They're just losing their battles and being in the wrong place at the wrong time, which, you know, it makes me think that their plays aren't being executed very well, you know? I feel like they keep going A and then a mid push and then C and then just kind of go back. Same thing over and over. So
Yeah.
I feel like they need to switch it up a little bit more, maybe default more. You know, it's hard because Boise State is such a patient team, and they're ahead too, so they can be patient. It's hard when you know Michigan State's such an aggressive team.
Well, Logical wants to go a little bit faster, though takes a low damage through spray, put at 67 HP. No, we're not going to make a joke about it. And you see Daimyo
Spike down
playing in the
A.
pocket, biding his time, finds 2. Slouch in heaven with the Sheriff, has to find this one pick, but the patience of Skies,
Last player standing.
and it's going to be his teammate KOS spamming him out of heaven. And now last remaining Kirisudo, here's the orb being taken, tries to fight it, but unfortunately can't connect a headshot.
Man, another ult being taken away from Michigan State with no value, but Boise State, their Killjoy ult is already back.
And finally a timeout called by Lemur, the star of Michigan State, and they do need to figure things out on their attack
Yeah.
side. They need to control more information and more space within the map. They're struggling with really early peaks, and they're not finding any way to clear out this operator.
Yeah, the operator is such a big, you know, part of it. And, you know, if they win some, when they're defending, you know, Lemur will obviously take that role and kind of do the same thing back. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I feel like Boise State's getting a lot of ults off. They're just playing very well. And they're also hitting all their shots. You know, unfortunately, we panded these players and they have a Sheriff and they're whiffing every shot. I mean, we just saw, what was it, the Killjoy that was taking the alt orb and Kirisudo just kind of whiffed, which isn't a bad thing. I just think they're just having kind of a bad shooting day. So, and that does a lot too, especially when you're going against an operator all the time. So.
Definitely. Yeah, Michigan State does need to find a way to clear out those operators. They're getting a lot of early value within the round. Skies finding so many first bloods,
Yeah.
just peeking out with his dash and that operator.
And even just the kill difference between the teams. I believe our top player has 7 and Boise State's is 15 with their lower player with 6 kills. Just having a better gun day, I think. Hopefully
Well-
a better gun game. There's still a chance. 8-4 is a very good half.
Michigan State likes to be self-proclaimed slow starter team that heats up later on in the round. And a 1-for-1 trade, not horrible for Michigan State. Finding Odin, and the operator rings out a large, powerful sound, though only on a Yoru clone. And Lemur trying to get proactive, though might get caught in the timing by KOS. Catching him off guard. Slouch trying to isolate some picks. 47 HP. A little bit terrified. 3v4. Now Michigan State trying to pivot away, maybe towards that B site. Though Boise State's so aware, you see the pings on the map. As if they know the playbook, if they're in the comms. And Sky's off shot rings and Hiron falls. 2 players remaining. You see every player starting to walk forward on Boise State. Now all down to Kirisuto for what seems to be the 5th time. And not able to find one.
Just the timings that they were having are just so unfortunate. I feel like watching that round, we just saw each player just go one by one. You know what I mean? It just wasn't the best way. But I don't know. I feel like they need to play more as a team. You know what I mean? They're not getting the. We saw the trade right at the start with the op, but that was the only one we saw. We just leave our players all alone. It's just really kind of unfortunate.
And we're going to see 3 players towards this A site by the Boise State defense. They're going to get proactive with that operator, trying to take an aggressive line, and you see them starting to walk up as well. Michigan State looking to explore through the mid site, trying to get aggressive, trying to take space fast. And they're going to exec onto B site. Slouch on top. Spike not going to be planted just yet, and you see the Killjoy lockdown being invested by Boise State. Michigan State looking to escape. And all 5 in the same corner. And now it's discovered. Michigan State trying to brawl their way through. 1 fall so far. Slouch has gone down. Skelesis with the Odin trying to catch an angle. And you see the op. You see Skies posted up. Not going to land a shot though. Now he's just trying to escape. He's trying to back away with his life. The op not connecting, but the shorty is there in a logical fall. Not aware of the run up by Kirisuto. Kirisuto trying to make a difference, trying to be a hero. Does he have the time to be? No, not
doesn't
time.
Have the ammo.
It's the bullets.
Man, Kirisuto the last one.
Last round before the
How
switch.
unfortunate. 2 ults. Michigan State has 2 good ults, so that could be promising. But Boise State has, very good ults as well.
And Michigan State trying to find an answer to end the half, trying to get some momentum going through to the next half, maybe to pose a comeback. We've seen teams do it. We've seen it even at the highest stage. We've seen Fnatic pull it off at the highest level. Can Michigan State match that? And we're going to see KOS investing the Viper's Pit early onto C maybe. And Slouch with the first pick on Skies, though not ready for the walk up through long.
Like I never left.
And Master has to find the pick, but he is paranoid.
Destroyed.
Trying to just jiggle, trying to find one. Daimyo found the timing flank and is just going to sit back. See. You can marinate some time, but look at the position of Slouch. So pushed up.
You should run.
And the lockdown invested, trying to push some of these players back. Maybe also give Slouch timing though. Is he spotted out? Yes, he is. KOS so aware, such a smart heads up play for him, and 2 players remaining. The flank. Daimyo finds 2. Now all up to Lemur.
Who has Spike, so it could be promising. If anyone can do it, it's him. So.
He's gonna plant for B, planting towards C Link. Though all these players splitting up, trying to catch him off in all angles.
Time to jump.
And Lemur has to worry. Drone not spotting him, but it gives them a lot of information on where he could be. Garage is being ran through by the Killjoy. And Lemur's starting to realize there's the top possibility of that timing more and more. And the walk up by Killjoy is not going to get spotted. And it's going to be a free kill for KOS though. And 11-1.5. Boise State taking a dominant lead. They are feeling good tonight, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, not Michigan State.
Let's keep in mind, this was Michigan State's
Switching
map pick.
sides.
So, I mean, maybe they're going to have a really good defense.
Well, we've
It's-
seen them do it before.
So, you know, all hope is not lost.
Shout
Oh
out the
my-
Pantheon. And
Illogical with 0 kills right now.
that's a donut if I've ever seen one.
We've not seen that in a long time, especially with him on Duelist.
Well,
Maybe
that's
that could definitely be a
well, we saw last week Neon not necessarily that much of a comfort character in his gameplay. He has not felt great on that agent thus far, especially since Jet is off the main rotation. He has to have adjusted as a duelist, and obviously he's not taking too great. But Lemur and Kirisuto with 2 sheriff shots to get 2 opening picks. And some more damage going on for Boise State.
Is Illogical using the new gun?
He is using the Bandit,
It's the new gun.
and Lemur finds
One
another
enemy
shot,
remaining.
a third, last
Strike
player
down,
remaining. And it is going to be Illogical
go.
picking up his first
He's on the
elimination.
Yeah, there he goes. This is where the comeback starts. Well, it's good to see that they're all, they're still happy. They're not letting this affect them. There's still 2 games left.
I think the fact that he got 1 is going to help him a lot more than if
Yeah.
he didn't have anything at all to end this.
I completely
And
agree.
also a second round for the Spartans. Hopefully could be the momentum starter for this next half, though that will only be told through time. And you see a little bit more of a spread play by Boise State. Smoke goes down to allow Slouch to walk up past his Viper wall. But the
Oh my
timing,
gosh.
though they're not going to clear him. 1, 2,
Strike down
not aware of
A.
his backside, no. He's going to get knifed.
Oh,
He's going to
oh,
get knifed.
oh.
Nope, he's gonna get banded.
He doesn't want to
Respectful.
risk it. Yeah.
That's respectful. And Hiron taking a little bit of damage through that bulldog that was donated. Expensive donation, I'd say. And now the last 3 players trying to figure out where the open site is. They're gonna deem it as the C-site Kirisuto. Not playing on site, more scared of this lurk smoke. But his turret is going to get broken, and just gonna use his molly to stall. No smokes available though. So Kirisuto going to walk in, take a fight. Shots don't land with the sheriff, and now 3v3.
planted.
Outlaw in hand, trying to take a little bit of contact. Lemur also with the sheriff. Gonna find a shot with that instead.
One enemy remaining.
Jet also falls, so Skies not able to get anything, and Lemur! Outlaw didn't ring, so he just made it a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, making up for all the sheriff whiffs that we've seen this game. So a little refreshing there.
And another round for Michigan State. Not as costly as
Pick something nice to kill them with. It's
not as costly as would become a problem. Now is where it matters. Michigan State has to show that they have the mettle to bring this back and give themselves at least a competitive standing. Though if they win this, it would be the second comeback Michigan State's competitiveness has won
When was the first one?
against Rutgers basketball
Oh.
last night. I'm still annoyed. We should not be doing that bad. I'm gonna say it. But anyways, looks like Michigan State planning on going fast up A main, taking that space, taking that control, and Boise State leaving an insert before the rest of them backing up to maybe try and re-clear this A site. Daimyo just chilling in that corner, just trying to see what happened. Lemur posted on an aggressive line, and Kirisuto, he just knows more. He just knows more.
Little killjoy diff there.
And the rest of the players of Boise State going through mid. It looks like they want to walk up B. No utility. And the smoke, and the dash is just gonna tell them everything. And Hiron able to find one. KOS and Skelesis.
down,
finding
B.
two. One each. A logical gets one, but is traded out now with 2v2. The plant going towards the A link side. Both
Spike
players
planted.
posted towards C side. And it looks like it's just going to be an exploration of A link. Not going to find any trouble whatsoever. Though 8 seconds left until the smoke comes back up. And that might just help so much along with that paranoia. It looks like Spike is going to get smoked off. You see the paranoia being pulled out immediately. Tapping. Kirisudo trying to body block. Oh. But unfortunately, both of them just instead end up falling.
That's what happens when you use the Phantom.
Yep.
Match
Man, how
point.
unfortunate. That's how they...
And we're going to see Michigan State now on the brink of losing, but not out yet. Michigan State hoping to stay alive. The weapon's not the best. And you see the aggression from Boise State. They want to get this over with. Hiron just trying to manage the pressure, and you see Slouch falling early. Hiron finds one, 4v4, and it's gonna be a pause. A logical trying to make something happen, try and get an advantage. But Boise State cutting noise. Kirisudo about to take contact once again. Daimyo.
My double's dead.
Kirisudo has his number this half.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see, at the end, the Killjoy diff, with the kills. I feel like they're their #1 kills, so.
Yep. Kirisudo trying to get that weapon upgrade. The alarm bot in garage has been broken, and Michigan State boat duel is rotating out, but that's going to leave Hiron on an island. And you see a Lemur realizing that as well. As you see 3 players from Boise State trying to walk up B sewer, or A sewer. Contact. Lemur finds one on KOS,
enemy
finds the
remaining.
second, and now the last
Spike
one trying to
down
lurk through
A.
B. No one is holding, however. Logical rotating safely through spawn. Kirisudo in front of him. What is going on? And it's going to be Kirisudo finding him out, backing up to site, and an easy pick, and a 4th round for the Spartans, but so many more to go.
I have full faith that they can do it. They just need to play well. They just can't miss their shots. I mean, this round hopefully should be an easy win for them. They have a huge gun difference. I hope that it does go well.
And I believe that is all the Spartans watching here, hoping that Michigan State can be the miracle makers on this defensive side. Scans out one. And look where Lemur is. Is he aware of the pressure? He's going to get one. Is he going to find anything else? No, he's going to fall early. That is not what you want to see. And so is a logical getting snuffed out. Kirisudo going to have to go in, try and stall, try and make up numbers. Looks like he's interested in swinging this, but might just refrain. Backside being cleared out. And a 1-for-1 still not favorable. And now Slouch tries to clutch up, but unfortunately is unable to. And Boise State takes the first map, Michigan State's map choice, and we're going to map 2 on bind. Michigan State down 0-1.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they knew they had that run. They knew it was going to be easy one, and they let it get to their heads. I mean, I don't think that Kirisudo should have peeked that right there. I mean, there was 4 people on site. He could definitely hear them. Just got traded off immediately. You saw Heron, peeking while he was, fractured. It's been a while. But it just, unfortunate plays, but it's okay. We've seen Michigan State lose badly the first game and come back the next 2. It's something that has happened, so.
Definitely. So we got to see if they are capable of bouncing back, if they are proficient at that. We've seen it before. We've seen it in LAN tournaments. We've seen them when they're tired. We've seen them when they're fresh. It doesn't matter. And we've seen it on this map bind as well. We've seen it against some top tier schools, some top level players. So we'll hopefully see a repeat in history. But I think we'll go to a break before that.
You know, there's the easy way to do things and there's the right way to do things. At Michigan State University, our goal was not only to impact campus, but to impact the entire collegiate ecosystem. This is a critical time in esports, and the decisions that we make today can last for decades. And so we at Michigan State, we're committed to doing things the right way.
Raph, I know you're huge into this big esports conference. Michigan State 8-0.
We want to make sure that we are setting the standard for how programs should be built and how programs should behave.
When do we give up? When do we just close our eyes and say, that's it? This water's too polluted. This disease too far along. To a Spartan, the answer is simple. Never. Because Michigan State was founded on the belief that our purpose is to make the world a better place. And when you're open to unconventional thinking, you value people's differences and are willing to work harder, push farther, and forge true partnerships. Then and only then can you solve the world's toughest problems. Better, faster. Like renewable energy, clean water, Parkinson's disease, and fighting malaria. Things Spartans work on every single day, all without fanfare. Because we know our true triumph lies in the impact we make on the world around us. And after all, if we don't do it, who will? Spartans will.
Hello everyone, back at it again here. We have a little caster change this time, so I have Cloudy instead of Josh, and we have here
Kaya.
Yep, so excited to be back here. It wasn't a great, fun game, last one, but we're ready to get back into it with a Bind game. Right, we are really excited to see Bind from MSU. It's a notoriously interesting map that we've played so far.
Can go either way.
Right.
But
yeah,
we're starting defense, which is promising, but you know, Michigan State's also an aggressive team that likes to go against the norms, so starting defense could not mean anything.
That is very true. And, you know, as always, we really hope to look for the little Euro ops here and there. We know some players on MSU really like op, and especially on Euro, which is still, I think, is pretty interesting, but it's okay. Anyways, we'll see a really exciting map here. So, initial thoughts. What are you thinking?
I'm hoping, we've seen Michigan State lose the first game many times, so I'm not letting that affect me. I think they're going to have a great game. And if they don't, then it's still early in the season, so all is well.
That's true. It's always time to come back here. Alrighty, so we Michigan State here on defense first in Boise. I always get things confused. Boise? Boise. Okay, I know I messed up last time too. Oh, Sky's absolutely popping off here. Was Jet last game, and now okay, Lemur. Okay, popping up too right away here. Now is that Master?
I don't have my glasses
I've contacted
on either, so yeah, Master.
Production, is there his name Master? Okay. Okay. Well, great frag by Master there. I don't know how I feel about saying that, but either way here, Michigan State here playing the 2v3 site retake. And looking decently good for Illogical, working up CT here, having to use his util, still having the... Take a shot here, great shot by Illogical, even out the numbers 2v2. Now shots are taken here, Bandit comes out here, Bandit chugging the shots, Illogical getting a second one here, one last person down, and Illogical takes one last shot, gets the headshot here, Illogical shutting down the round here, 3 frags, first round. Great round, MSU.
So his first round on Bind, he already has more kills than he had last game. So that's a very promising start. This is looking good. Maybe Logical just needed a little bit more of a comfort character. So
that's true. That is very true.
So this guy said he's unleashed.
And you're gonna tell him that after, right? You're gonna tell him after this game.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So.
All right, well, fun time so far. We saw really nice shots, really nice retakes here from MSU here. Logical completely taking space up of CT and then onto site. Well, honestly, I think those are 3 headshots. I think last was a headshot. Not quite sure.
I think so too.
Yeah, great shots. Now, Skies here is something that Skies is someone that we really want to watch out for because predominantly we've seen a cast for them before and they're an issue. Honestly, their duelist was really nice. Aim was clean.
Very aggressive too.
Yep, that's for sure. So here, watching up long, having the Bulldog, really strong gun. However, this could be a dangerous situation where the whole Boise State team is just kind of hovering outside there, not really giving any space or information. And MSU, not quite knowing where they are here, is able to position around, trading each other off, but not really any action yet here. Big info's given here, though. However, I don't know if Boise State picked up on that. Fade Dog does go through TP, which could indicate there was one right next to TP here. Lemur scene 1 takes the outlaw shot, has to reload. 1 bullet left, reloaded, 2 bullets. Now, Kirisoto and Huron now hold the long here. Skies on site, entry on his site, gets shut down by Lemur. I think that was a no-scope head.
Yeah, I think so too.
Outlaw 2. Yeah. Oh, all right, Lemur getting nailed down by Yuto here. Kurosoda getting his one, get her trade off by the Viper KDS. Now Lemur having a very, very good angle here. Peek out. He wants to peek out. Yep, there we go here. Shot through his teammate here. Getting one, getting two, getting three that round. Really great job, Lemur. Nice, MSU. Now they're, yeah, pretty nonchalant again. Yep, there we go. It's always very fun seeing the player games because they're always just like, yep, that's us. I feel like I'm more chalant than them at this point. So, you know, two great first rounds here. Boise State was able to get the sweet three off of their save. What do you think MSU is going to have to do this round, right? We don't really have the guns. We have the Phantom buy, the Outlaw buy, while they have the full buys.
I'm hoping that Lemur can come out with the Outlaw. We've seen how, you know, powerful he is on it, which and it'll definitely help, you know. His Outlaw is very similar to everyone else's Vandal.
Yeah,
so.
That's for sure here. He's consistently fragging with that. Well, obviously, since he's 5-1 leading him right now. But Kurosoda here, about to make contact here with the Sheriff. And it's just going to be interesting. This is a shot he wants. This is a shot. It's such a good shot he wants. Does take the shot, 50 damage here. Does trade it off your Heron. Able to get the trade. The rifle does go down for Boise State. Not half bad so far. Util dumped out. Cannot do anything. There's so much detail committed on Heron. And unfortunately, it's like a mouse on a cheese trap. Can't do much. Now Master here is on. Wow, already screws up. He's calling and calling me that. But Master's on site here and having a lot of space. Boise State is able to take up B pretty nicely, pretty safely. Lemur having Outlaw barely missing a Sky Flash info. Does not get flashed. Is able to turn it now. Spike does not go down. Shots taken here. Both shots come out 140 and another 140. 280 damage onto KDS here. KDS going down. Spike also going down as well. Looking decently nice for Michigan State so far. Master is holding into having to just take this close angle while his teammate plans. Has to cover the plan so far. Does go down here. Lemur with Outlaw. Lemur with so much value off Outlaw here. Master goes down. Takes down MSU. Taking down Boise State 3-0. Shockingly, in a very nice cleanup right there.
That's exactly what we wanted to see. Lemur played it great with his Outlaw. It was so close with that TP timing. He almost got killed there after, you know, who did he kill right on site? I don't remember,
yeah.
but it was close. It was great timing. This is the kind of timing we want to see. Timing was not a Michigan State side last game. We were very much against it, so a good, you know, switch up.
Yeah, that's for sure. So starting off pretty strongly, running up into Shower here, knows that they have to push out through the smoke if they want any space. However, Boise State also was just really wary out of A Short and A Showers. Now, we do know that Boise State has those really close range zones. We see that Stinger outside Showers. We see those, well, I believe that's another Stinger outside Showers too. On to site here. Shots get taken out here. Lemur still having such value with that Outlaw. A lot of still getting one as well. Now it's a 5v3 for Michigan State. Boise State not in a really ideal situation here. Lemur barely just missing him right there. Uh-oh. That's a Judge. Oh, Master able to get this one with the Deagle. They do know where he is now. Outlaw comes out here. Does not get anything. Take the fight. Fight comes out here. Stinger beats Phantom. Lemur wary. He knows where every single one of them, most of them are right now. Just has to kind of play around the information. It's just not a great situation for Lemur. He's just kind of clinched right here, but he does have his Heron watching his Showers. Now Lambs comes out here, takes a shot, does get the kill here. Shorty comes out, does not get the trade. Heron does get the trade. Now it's a 2v1 for MSU. Heron, knowing the last one could be Lambs, falls back. Wow, well played MSU. That was really nicely held. You know, we saw the Showers held, Lamps held, everything up.
Yeah, Lemur played that very well. If I was in that situation, I definitely wouldn't know what to do. It felt like everywhere he looked, there was somebody looking for him, waiting for him, and he was able to, you know, keep calm, stay where he was, able to get a kill off of it.
Yeah.
It's exactly the kind of calmness you need, especially when you're 9-2. So.
Yep, that is for sure here, and that's the kind of confidence we need coming back here. Bind is notoriously defense-sided, so the more rounds we get, the better. So definitely a fun time.
And now this is the best part of the games when Lemur gets on that up. We weren't able to see it last round or last game because of, you know, but
econ issues, we'll call it. Yeah.
We'll see it now. So.
My ultimate is ready.
Oh, illogical going down. Make that make sense. 4v5 here for Michigan State. Rifle to rifle round though, so it's going to be quite interesting. Both sides having strong guns, strong util. We saw Boise State have extraordinarily strong util together. The Viper Molly coming out with the Tejo Mollies as well. Just kind of lining up, I believe, 3 rounds ago. So just something to watch out for. We know Boise State is really strong contending with their util. Really smooth, very close together. Now, Master here slowly creeping up B, not making any contact yet. However, there are 2 MSU players on site. Falls back here. It seems like A is going to be the call. MSU does have 2 of their players both on split sites here. And Spike is picked up here in spawn. Not really any action yet. Teho Yuto comes out, scanning things. MSU knows that there is Yuto on site, committing on site. Both close modes come out here now. MSU should be pretty wary that there is people on site here. Skies does take down Lemur here. That's the kind of the aggressiveness that we've been seeing from Skies all along. Now Boise State having such a really tight hold and nice hold on site. This is not a great fun retake for MSU, but we do know about Slouch as he's, well, quite good at hitting these angles. Come on, Slouch. Come on, buddy.
Smoke's down.
So your shots at stake now here. Heron able to take down Skies as well. 3v4 here. Bring it back. Span comes out here. You are right there. Just tag him a little bit more. 75. Oh no. KDS able to take down 2 players there just to stay him a little bit. And unfortunately, a little step back did cost Slouch his aim there.
Unfortunately, we also didn't get to see that op play too, which could have, had a lot of value.
Yeah. It's definitely devastating that we really lost the Econ there, but
it happens. So
right.
it's okay. But
show you 3rd time's a charm, right? Well, 2nd time's a charm, we'll say.
2 ults from Michigan State, which is very promising. Lemur's had that ult for actually a few rounds. It looks like Heron is about to get his, so we could have a 3 ult. Oh, wait, I guess it's the same thing for Boise State now that I'm looking at that too.
Quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, but we're close. I feel like, we talked about this last game. Whoever gets the most ults off, it really has a big impact on who wins the round.
That's for sure here. I'm really interested to see the calls around a shower here. We know that they always make presence on both sides. I don't know which team is going to kind of adapt around that first. But now Skies is having the whole ult ready here. Skydog does clear that. Uh-oh. What a valley shot. Oh, because that killing here. Heron, unfortunately, is just stuck on site. Master able to get those 1. KDS getting 1 as well. Wipe site gets completely wiped out here. Op does not get away. He picks up his Phantom instead of an Op here. Interesting enough, I thought maybe the play was to save the Op.
Last player standing.
For the 1v5.
Skelos is holding flank there now, Lemur. Maybe the plan there was, maybe save the Op and do 1v5, but...
really unfortunate. Those 2 ults that I mentioned right before were both used and both had, unfortunately, no value, which is just, it happens sometimes. It's a hit or miss, especially with that Raze ult. We heard it come out, and then he got shot before. You're so vulnerable when you're in that Raze ult. You don't have a gun.
Yeah.
You're just trying to fly around, get a good spot, and unfortunately, he paid the price. But Illogical with 5 kills, which is very promising, very different from last game. So...
I really like how she's putting a lot of emphasis on. Yeah, he's doubled his kills from last game.
I mean, you just don't really see that a lot.
Right.
So, but I'm glad that it didn't affect him. A lot of times, if you play that bad, you kind of can't recover. And I should probably stop talking about this. I feel like I'm jinxing it. So.
Well, Slouch here knowing that there are 2 outside here. Master getting his pick outside of B as well now. MSU having to play into 3v5, and this is not quite a great situation for Slouch. They do know that there very well could be one there as Illogical pushes up earlier. Yuto comes out here, takes the fight. Yep, there goes Yuto on both sides here. Sky's able to take down Slouch. And Sight is taken with 5 people alive, 3 ults, 4 ults alive now. Slouch has backside here. Heron able to get his 1 with the Deagle, has the Vandal now, and by the rifle is going to be extraordinarily huge right here. Plant does go down for Boise State. Flash comes out here. Flash ultimately hits the spot. Heron goes down. And now, Kurosawa's playing a little cat and mouse game here, and unfortunately does not tag KDS a single time. For 3, MSU.
I believe it's KOS.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, contacts.
I squinted a little bit to confirm that too. But.
Yeah. KOS. Okay. You see, this is where I gotta admit that I always feel the little eye test, with the eye doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Those little letters that you see, yeah. I always feel those. But regardless, KOS finished out the round there with the final kill on Kurosawa.
Just the cost of, playing Valorant.
Right, exactly.
But 4 ults for Boise State. 4 very good and powerful ults, so a little bit intimidating. I'd be a little nervous going into this right now. Because I feel like both the teams, when they have their ults, they like to play them all at the same time. It turns into a little Overwatch run for a minute, so...
That's for sure here. See Well, I guess third time's a charm now with Lemur up there on B long. We see presence on B long. This could be very huge for the Sky pick right there, but they aren't really pushing out here. MSU really, really liking the corner there. However, they have just been consistently utilizing them off of that corner. And go. Alt is escape. Tahoe taking up space in shower here. No one gets tagged from MSU. MSU still has all players while Boise State Sky is tagged up a little bit here now. We have still a 5v5 here with heavy alts on both sides. Well, I guess Boise State's side. Alt Orb gets taken now. Boise State leaning back a little bit towards B. We see the Clove outside here with Spike outside A. Not really much action here. 45 seconds left on the clock. Contact about to be made. Well,
Sky just picked up the spike, so.
I've got your trail.
There we go. Alt's out, like you said. They really just commit everything. Logical able to get away here with Satchel. Very cleanly, nice. And Skelos is able to take out Logical. Logical trading off.
Logical with the bot kill.
That's the up. And Plant goes down here now. Boise State knows not to really peek out here because they do have the op. Viper ult comes out, not completely ideal for the op player now. Sky's 26 HP has to fall back here. Still 3v4 for MSU, so doable. And we know that, well, I believe players have. Okay, I guess players are just opting safe now with the op. Yeah, a little bit more financially smart this time, I think. And goes back B here. Boise State bringing it back here to 4-4. Game point. Not game point. No, round. 4-4 round.
Yeah, three alts used there. Really unfortunate, but it has a lot of value when you do that.
Yeah. That is for sure here. Boise State does not fail to get value off of it. Nice. There we go. A little pick off Lemur here. Just patting the little KD a little bit, but we do like taking the guns off. Breaking the E-gun too.
Yeah, you know, they used 3 alts there and they got the round, but was it really worth it if Michigan State was able to keep so much econ and they have three guns right now and all be able to buy? You know, I feel like when you use that, you hope that they can save all their, or they lose their eco, so.
Yeah. We're flicking back and forth here, but yeah, this camera always kills me because I'm just like, I fix my hair real quick, but I'll do that later. Anyways, so far, bind 4-4, I believe now. They tied it up.
Yes, 4-4, which last game did they end 13-4 or 13-3?
I'll say 13-4, potentially.
13-4. Okay, so let's hope that they can get past this 4 kill. They can get to, or 4 rounds. They can get to 5. That's
right,
cool,
and
but
5 to 6 and 6 to 7 and 7 to 8, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
but I don't know. What do you think that they need to do? I feel like it's just like I just feel like it's kind of like alt differences that we're seeing right now. So.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of interesting calls. For example, Showers outside. We see that Showers Cuppy here. MSU really likes taking aggressive fights off of Showers, but that's just completely shut down Tahoe util, Viper util. So
yeah, you know, I feel like every time that they play bind, it's very common for them to see that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boise State has just watched a few games, known their play, and are now just completely aware of it. Boise State's very adaptable to that. They can read situations very well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they know that Michigan State's plan, especially because they play this map a lot, and they've improved a lot, and they found what works. So
that is very true. And Michigan State really looking up on launch here. Dog comes out here. Dog needs to be broken here. Come on, peek out here. You know you want to. Yep. Okay, shot gets taken here. Lemur able to get the shot off and op kill. I believe that's okay. Not sure. Boise State player does go down here. 5v4 for MSU. Master making his way up A short. It seems like Spike is very close to A, and now most Boise State players want to hit A. A is util being dropped. About now, Viper Wall comes up. Master able to walk through 2 lamps without much contest here. Logical almost scanned by Tahoe here, and there's that util we talked about earlier. Logical seemingly always sitting in that corner here, and Boise State really adapting around that. Boise State players already on A here into spawn. This could be an awful timing for Lemur here. Lemur's, I think, unsure that there could be one heaven. Yep, there we go. No. Unsure. Op shot, or op goes down. Sloucho where they kind of locked onto them here. They are knowing that there is at least one shower, but do they know that both the Logical and Sloucho shower carries Soto on flank here. 4v4 for MSU. Still having the fade ult. Still a decent amount of util to be able to use.
Spike planted.
And this is such a big fight here, right here. Fight gets taken, fight gets lost here. Prestige able to get one, Heron able to get the trade. Fade ult comes out here, Master getting his kill. Logical trading Master off. Master ult comes out here, Clove ult comes out, peeks. This is the way the shorty kill comes out here, able to shut down MSC's player. Heron stuck in a 1v3 situation where Clove ult has already popped, smoked off, and does not have a clear angle on anything at all, or the spike, or any players. Shots come out here. They are aware where Heron is now. Right now, he's aware that there could be one heaven here. There is one heaven here. Takes a shot. Does not connect, however. Uh-oh. Man, unfortunately, Heron is not able to close out the round there. 4-5, MSU.
He knew where they all were. He just wasn't able to time it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to keep talking, but I just feel like Boise State just has really good counter ults. You see Michigan State use one, and Boise State just has one ready and available and able to use it then. I feel like, I don't know, this could be promising though. Michigan State, they have their Viper ult. As long as they get sight and plan it, they could definitely, or you post plan, I forgot.
Yeah.
Defense. But you know what I mean. I just feel like this could be a good round. They definitely need this. If they go to 4-6, you know, it could
very much be dangerous
Yeah.
here. Yep, definitely agree here. Now we see Viper ult coming out from Michigan State. Strong ult, just able to hold down the site. However, this doesn't look like Boise State wants to take any, or Michigan State wants to take any fights up Shower here, seemingly to knowing their lesson. Now Skies able to take the fight here. MSU completely giving up Shower. Slush able to kill off Skies, but gets traded off right away by Masters. Is that Prestige? Sky name?
Sorry, I zoned out.
No, you're fine. It's better to be zoned out than you can't be able to see.
What was the question?
Sky's name?
Last
Prestige.
player standing.
Hope and pray. This guy killed there though. Nope.
Prestige, yes, yes. Confirmed.
Awesome.
Yeah, looking at the kills, Lemur 11-7 on top, which is great, but yeah, it looks like Slouch and Kirisudo kind of lacking a little bit with lower kills, but it's kind of hard when you're playing controller on defense and double controller. I mean, your job isn't to get kills, it's to, you know, block Boise State from having good shots, get harder to get onto site. So it makes sense, but
Yeah.
still unfortunate.
That's for sure here. This is a pretty typical lineup swap for most Viper players on Bond here. We see a very nice lineup to prevent kind of showers space here. Op is there. Op is scanned. Lemur does not back down. They know Lemur is there. Flash comes out here. Yuto's coming out. Lemur able to get away. However, they are heavily pushing Lemur here. Lemur has to take a shot. TP time is about to run out here. Smoked off here. Able to kind of rock away into the cover of darkness or under the smokes. And Lemur able to get the one off Master here. Huge shot. Heron and Kirisudo walking flank pretty decently slowly now. Boise State losing a player, losing two players, having to kind of slow down and walk their way towards a pick potentially.
Oh,
Go get him.
looks like they're about to meet right now. Yeah. Kirisudo able to get Skies, which is great. You know, Skies kind of the powerhouse on Boise State's team.
That's for sure. Prestige walking up here, not afraid. Ready to take his ones. Takes his ones, wins his ones. Michigan State in a 1v1 situation here. Kirisudo fighting Prestige. Both players not really tagged up. You're having a lot of HP. Walks to the Viper Flash. Could very well be a timing here. Skelos is taking down Slouch, making it 3v2 here, even out the numbers
One
by a little
enemy
bit here.
remaining.
Kirisudo killing
Spike
Prestige now,
down,
3v1
attacker
here. Spike
spawn.
is not on Boise State's side. Great kill, Illogical, shutting down the
There we
round
go.
here, 5-6. Yeah,
Yes, 5-6.
okay.
This is good. If we can make this 6-6, it's going to be a way different change from last games. I think it's very doable. 5-7 is still fine. Once again, still better than last games, which is all we really matter. And we know Michigan State's a super aggressive team, so even if they're down a round or down 2 rounds, you know, this half, it won't matter. We know how aggressive and powerful they are, so. But obviously, we want to get to 6-6, which I believe that they can do.
Yep.
Lemur's
that
on
is
the
for sure.
up. They all have guns. I think this is very promising.
Walking over here, it seems Boise State very heavily leaning towards speed this time. Always having another player anchored up onto their site just to make sure they're really watching that flank by not running a sentinel player here. Whaley ult comes out, huge ult. Hits both players here. Ults come out. Kirisudo able to get the one in the ult. Able to get out of stun in time. Not able to finish off the kill. Master getting 2 off the 2 ult value here. Now Lemur stuck on site here with an up. Hindered. Stunned. walking away, still having access to the alt here. MSU having access to 2 alts here. Brim alt comes out here. Illogical, you still have your alt here. Spam comes out here. Alt comes out here from Raze. Yep, there we go. Right in the corner. Yep. Able to get one right behind him. Does not check the corner here. Actually comes out. Slouch getting the kill on Skelsis here. Gets shut down here in the 1v2 here. Master able to get the plant down and the kill down. 7-5 MSU. Or Boise State.
Switching sides.
Wow, very, very aggressive and fast-paced round. Lots of ults coming up there. So many abilities were out too. I feel like every character that we pan to is just, you know, in some way stunned or hindered or blinded. But
Yeah.
it looks like Michigan State's gonna do pretty aggressive B tag. Is that? I think most of their players are gonna go up long.
Well, there's, 3 players, three players, I think, stuck in hook there. So that's going to be a very interesting interaction for MSU.
Yeah. Curious who's gonna take a lot
Okay,
of
so here. Oh, 3 of them. Master gets 1. Cure does not quite damage anyone from Boise State. Now MSU knows that there is very, very heavy defense upstairs. Master able to get another one there. Goes for the ghost. Does get the ghost. Sky shuts down here and trying to shoot him up. Your Master is somehow alive, jumping around like a little frog. Now it's a 5v2 here for Boise State. Doesn't look quite good here for MSU here, but for one thing we know that MSU isn't really quite pistol players here. 1v5, 1v4 here. Lemur able to get 1. Lemur able to get 2. Lemur gets shut down long. Not quite able to do anything at all. Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. I mean, Curious said it was gonna go only hookah. You know, you don't really expect 3 people to jump out when your whole team, you know, is going long. You know, they tried to read off of that. They tried to just aggressively push B, hopefully get the people that are in hookah. And I just think that they whiffed a little bit. I mean, we saw Master there just running around, jumping, trying to get the ghost.
Yeah.
Was somehow able to get out of that alive, which is insane. But
Got the hops, yep, unfortunately. 8-5 here, Boise State. Still having a 3-round lead, so not quite so far that we can't catch up, but I'm starting to lead the difference by a little bit.
Michigan State is on a full save, which is good. Last time that they lost a pistol round, I don't believe they did it in 2 minutes, so.
Sure, here's Stinger coming out here. Bandit gets a little bit closer. Stinger gets 1 here. Just getting 1 Herring. Illogical both getting his 1 as well. Sky is able to get a kill off Illogical. The bucket here. Sky's running up, able to still to get a kill off Herring here. And now Curacao is stuck in a 1v2 situation here. Has a Stinger here. Does not quite know where everyone is. Does want to rotate here. Skydodge comes out. Does not know that they're site here. TP does go up here. Now we see both Boise State players running away towards spawn back to A here. This point is going to get taken down right on time here. Skyflash comes out here. Does not really get the info they need. Walks the orb. Spam comes out here. Kirisoto's still in a very, very nice situation here. So much potential to be able to win this round here. Peeks out here. Oh, that's the wrong side. Oh, 1v2 here. Both players not really quite.
But I don't think they realized he went there, which could totally be to his advantage. Oh.
Yeah, that's the time right there's still a 1v2 situation here now. Boise State players are really anxious of this could be it. Oh, unfortunately, we just saw a little bit of a mishap on timing there. Prestige able to get the kill off of.
They both got headshot right there too, you know, if it didn't just, man, how unfortunate. Or if you could played it out longer, you saw the bomb was just about,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But that was a very good save round for Michigan State. I mean, they all had complete pistols there, no shield, no nothing, and they were able to get 4 players, which is good, and it shows that this could be a very promising half.
That's for sure here.
They need to play like how they play on a save. They just play a lot more, I don't know, they play better.
Yeah. They hit those shots on the classics. But we'd like to see those shots be hit on the Firefalls as well. Full buys here, well, mostly full buys from MSU. Boise State still leaning towards a very kind of half buy, still having a very nice econ to the next round here, 5-9 for MSU. Master pushing up a little bit here with the Guardian here, wants to take early aggro shots. Does not quite see anyone yet here. MSU flooding up long here, 4 players up MSU long. Now we do see 1 player up of short. I think Kirisoto wants to get the flank here, but now Boise State is so aware of that. Master able to get a kill off of Kirisoto here. They do know there is at least 1 hookah here. Hookah does not look a great situation. MSU getting trapped on site here. Span comes out here, does get a little bit off of the 1 spawn. Waylay coming out here, gets shut down by Lemur. Lemur having a little bit of a kill out here, does get another one. Logical gain another one, but the assist from Lemur. And now KOS stuck with the Sheriff and Hook here, not quite ideal for Boise State. Heron getting one, gonna trade off here, Slouch getting his one as well. Lemur shutting down the round.
Yep, that's what we like to see. What a great play there from Lemur. He saw that they were peeking at him. He knew that Skies was gonna just run out and want to kill him. He TP'd and it was great. He was able to get them right there. But this is what we want to see. 6-9 currently.
There we go.
Looks like. How do you feel about those shields that they all have, like the regenerative ones?
I think they're not. I mean, I think it's a good idea because of how everyone's kind of playing Phantoms. I guess that makes sense, right?
Oh
Like,
man, I didn't even realize that.
you're just playing
it's
spray
like
and pray at this
straight.
point. Yeah,
It makes sense with 2 controllers though too. You kind of just have to.
yeah. Who's the better sprayer at this point? I guess Boise State not really be able to spray much there. Both sides playing extraordinarily slowly here. MSU knows that this is a round they really, really want. And Boise State knowing that MSU wants this round, so having to shut them down. Both sides having really strong buys, really strong econ here. Master walking up into box. And pretty typical walk up here. I'm curious if MSU does clear after smoke. Your smoke does go down here. Shots gets taken out here. There we go. Lemur getting the first kill off the round off of Master here. 5v4 off. MSU here, MSU fast taking sight, and that's the typical MSU we know. Stun gets taken out on the clone. Clone does not matter because that is not Lemur. Now MSU has to play his sight defense here. Logical getting one as well here. Prestige, knowing there is probably one behind him. Shot gets taken out here. Prestige, so aware, gets the kill off the shower here, bringing it back to a 3v4 for the team. TP gets taken out here. Now MSU knows that all 3 players are near A, and Boise State does commit their players to the rotate here. Gets taken out here. Nice. Lemur just get the kill off of Skells. Skells is able to get the kill. Yuto kill off of Heron. Now KOS still. Oh, fragging on MSU's team, bringing it back to an even standpoint here for both teams. Spike goes down. MSU having 20 seconds left on the clock. Lemur goes to all here, just trying to get the formation here. Both players are seen. Now they don't know. They know where both players are. All right, MSU. This is it. Prestige.
Oh, and they're
the
sticking
stick.
it.
It's just,
Oh no.
this is just not a great plant spot at all, unfortunately.
He was able to get both the kills there. I saw the play that they were going to do. It was going to be executed perfectly. They did not know that Lemur was behind them. He was slowly coming up. Logical just had to keep them off the bomb. But, I mean, that's a hard play to read. Most of the time you don't stick it, but, you know, pros don't fake, so.
I feel like that was a very interesting plant spot there, given that they all were rotating from spawn, but...
Yeah, you know, that is interesting. They could have done that play with different plans where it could work out for Logical, where you could see the bomb.
Yeah, I would agree. 10-6 here at Boise State. Now Skells is here having a bandit. Skies was having a deagle, I believe, and Skies having a bandit. Walking up here at MSU. Aggressive as always. Flash gets taken out. Prestige able to attack one here. Now we see Boise State not really having any guns at all. This is a huge round for MSU to win here. Skies does kill Sloucher off of flank here. Allows able to get the one off of KOS, off of out here. Prestige seeing one does get kill off of Logical, shut down by Lemur. However, that is such huge kills here for Boise State.
Like
Planks
Logical's
taken
a
out in
little
chat,
sad.
yep. Master getting kill up here, still here now. Skelsis knows that they are probably very likely rotating back through spawn, and this could be a very great situation for MSU. MSU is able to take an off guard. Plant goes down here. Teho comes out. Not quite ideal. Pushes him off. Okay, Skellis is able to get the kill off of Heron. Skellis is still consistently fragging. First kill comes out here. Willie comes out here. Taken out. Unfortunately, the shots just do not connect. Bring this round to 11-6 for Boise State.
Well, luckily, you know, they were able to get that glow vault, which had no value to them whatsoever.
Yep.
So it's good to get one of those off because we know how valuable that can be in a really intense situation. But yeah, 6-11, not the best, also winnable. So
That's true. I know MSU Hockey at a Twitch cam. Anyways, 6-11 here for MSU. MSU just having to really take things slower, really having to hit those shots to be able to secure these rounds. We see a lot of unfortunate kills being come out, whether it's the flank with the bandit. And honestly, this was Boise State's save round. Like, this is not a round that MSU quite should have lost in terms of econ. Now both teams still have some rifles, some fight left to them. And let's see how MSU performs here. Let's see if you're a common sprite out here. Now Skies is very aware that they don't really push up, so interesting to see the spam coming out. MSU having to play a little bit more defaultish of a position now. Just holding back, kind of staying slow. And no one is seen yet. A little bit of a ghost in graveyard situation here. Uto showed a still no contact. Viper wall comes out. Skies peeking, not quite peeking out. Maybe peeking out. Playing peekaboo here. Not peeking out still, just holding off angle. Smoke comes out of main for defenders. And Waylon alt comes out here. Huge Waylon alt here. Master getting picked off of Logical. Skies getting the kill off of Lemur, just completely shutting down the whole team. Heron able to trade off Skies. However, this damage is already done. And Master getting his second kill off the round off of Shorty. Now Kirsoda stuck in the round alone here with Deagle. 3 bullets off his clock.
Oh man, they just fired all of that.
Prestige able to get the final kill there of Kirsoda. 12-6 Boise State.
You know, I was nervous seeing that Waylay had her ult. It's just so powerful when you use it in the right situations. And it was definitely the perfect one. And Michigan State was just all there, had nothing to defend themselves. It's really pretty unfortunate. But the game's not over yet. 6-12. We've seen it before. But we also just have to remember that Boise State is just a hard team to go against. And the last time we went against them, which was a while ago, by the way, we lost. So.
Right. That is true here. Especially here. They were getting his kill. Does get traded off by Prestige here. Able to get this one with the Guardian, though. Now 4v4 here for both sides. Logical bringing up the site here. Takes the fight. Skies able to kill off of Logical here. Kirsoda getting go off Prestige. 3v3 for both sides here. Knowing that there is info that there was Skies was Lamp. Spike has yet to go down here. Has a minute 16 to go down. Spike does go down right now here. And now Boise State sends out the Uto. Sends out the MSU sends out the Viper ult. And this is a round they really much want to win here. Sky takes out the Fate Dog. They do have a little bit of info for where Boise State players are now. Boise's KOS walking in. Sky's coming out. Sky's having such good shots this game. Sky is absolutely destroying their defense. Not much they can do here. Heron getting one Skies as well here. 2v2 here. So much util off of Slouch. Slouch having the Stimmy, having the Molly. Not quite the smokes, but having so much util to be able to stave off time for MSU to get the post plant down. Now Heron able to get the kill as well. Just come out here. Skulls is able to get both kills on MSU players.
We started off strong, and I just think that
I can play by the book from time to time.
Defenders win.
Sometimes that's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes that's all it is. Well said. Well, fortunately, couldn't bring it back to the 1-2 like last, or not last time. Last time we went 0-2 as well. But maybe the rounds were a little bit better this time.
Yeah,
Smoother.
Lemur's on top, 2014, which is great. A Logical with 14 more kills than last game. So
Right.
Down for that. So it could have gone worse. They played a lot better than they did last game. This was also Boise State's map pick. You could tell that they knew Michigan State's plays. They knew what they were good at. They definitely took advantage of that. I think Boise State is a very good analytical team.
Yeah, that's for sure here.
Yeah, I would say I feel like Boise State is one of our rivals, so it makes sense that this was so hard.
Right,
so.
take it as you will there. But other than that, there's fun games here. We saw Skies completely tear apart MSU's team.
Oh, yeah. What a great player.
That was astounding. Every single kill there.
I would be scared if I was going against them, especially if they were on that waylay.
Yeah, that's for sure here. And, of course, a little shout out to Skulls as well. A little final 1v2 there. Hitting the shots that he needed to finish off the round and able to get the 13th round for Boise State. So, well played both teams here. Not much beyond that. I definitely do not think we're doing interviews today. But I'm happy to cast for you guys today again. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Have a great night, guys.
There's the easy way to do things and there's the right way to do things. At Michigan State University, our goal was not only to impact campus, but to impact the entire collegiate ecosystem. This is a critical time in esports, and the decisions that we make today can last for decades. And so we at Michigan State, we're committed to doing things the right way.
I know you're huge into this big esports conference. Michigan State 8-0.
we want to make sure that we are setting the standard for how programs should be built and how programs should behave.